All right, we'll take questions for Antjuan in the chat. We'll go out to Matt Charbonneau with the Detroit News.
Antjuan, I first wanted to ask you about yourself. Not 100% today, is our understanding. Is that true?
I mean, I just couldn't go out there and be as productive as I have been in the past. You know what I mean? But that's no excuse. You know what I mean? When I was out there, I played hard. When Chase went out there, he played hard. Whoever was in there, they played hard. You know, I personally didn't feel like it was anything being missed of me out there. You know what I mean? We still did the thing. We got 3 and outs. Guys made plays.
Charlie Jones, Coach Bryce.
I mean, I don't really have too much to say about that question. I apologize.
What about the way this game started, especially initially? You know, they got off to such a good start. How hard is it when you get that first wave, kind of that first punch? How difficult is it to kind of pick yourself up off the mat when that game starts like that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when the game started out and they were executing, they were able to do the things they wanted on offense, on defense, special teams. They're really just executing their game plan in all facets of the game, and it was hard for us to stay in it, but we stayed in it. You know what I mean? That second half, I think we came into halftime 35 points, and we ended the game. They were only able to get 2 touchdowns or something on us like that in the second half. So, I mean, we definitely fought our back ends off in that second half. The team kept fighting and we responded, you know, and that's all we could do. You know, it's just to keep fighting and try to fight our way back into the game.
Next, we'll go out to Stephen Brooks with 24/7.
Hey, Antjuan. Excuse me. What were you seeing from their run game that allowed them to be effective? Was it a lot of looks you guys hadn't seen, or was it just simply them sort of winning the point of attack fairly often? What did you see from their run game and why that was working?
I honestly feel they executed their game plan. You know, when they ran the ball, when they needed to run the ball, they ran the ball. You know, when they felt we were creeping up to the line too much, just playing the run a little bit too aggressively, they threw the ball over our heads. You know, they had a response, especially in the first half. They had a good response to pretty much everything they were doing. They had a good game plan and they executed. You know, I mean, I really can't really say too much or feel any type of way about it. They had a good game plan and they executed.
Thank you.
Next, we go to Matt Wenzel with M Live.
Hey, Antjuan, we talked to Mel earlier this week. He said there wouldn't be a problem moving on from the win at Michigan. 35-0 in the first half today. Is there anything you, now looking back on, I think that maybe there was something that lingered for last week?
I mean, we just didn't execute. You know what I'm saying? We didn't execute our game plans. Defense, we made little mistakes. We had penalties, et cetera, and et cetera. And all of that being combined with a team executing their game plan, I mean, it's just not a good combination of things. You know what I mean? It makes the game a lot harder for us. But like I said earlier, we responded. This team kept fighting. It wasn't no quit because we could have easily clocked out after that first half. I mean, you guys see it in college football all the time. Teams go into halftime down 35 points and they end the game 70 to like nothing. You know what I mean? So I was really proud of the team. I was really proud that we kept fighting and we just kept playing.
Thank you, Antjuan.
Next, we'll go to Jim Comparoni with Spartan Mag.
Hey, sorry for the delay. Antjuan, as the linebackers continue to get acclimated to the new defense, are there things that are still being learned in terms of gap assignment, gap integrity, and because it looks like there's some assignment errors at the linebacker level a little bit. Is it in the past with the one gap and you had your gap and everybody just fit them, not just you but linebackers, but it seems like there's a little more reading going on. Is there still a learning process there with linebackers fitting their gaps?
I personally don't think so. I mean, if you were able to watch the game and see that we were misfitting stuff and whatnot, you know what I mean? you can go ahead and tell me. Me personally, I really didn't see a whole lot of like far as misfits and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm not trying to like sound crazy or anything, but if you feel that we were misfitting plays and whatnot, I would like to know those plays and et cetera. But also, of course, we're going to go into the film room tomorrow morning and we're going to break down the film and we're going to see what happened. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we didn't misfit anything, but I'm saying I didn't see anything from the sidelines. So apologize.
That's okay.
All right, we got time for two final ones. We'll go to Rico Cooney and wrap up with Chris Solari. Rico?
Antjuan, can you talk about what you're going to go into practice with this week as a leader of
Work
this
mindset.
Yes, and what are you going to deliver to your teammates and tell them how they need to be?
We just got to come ready to work. You know what I mean? There's no other way to put it. There's nothing else we can do. You know what I mean? It's not like we're going to throw in, like Coach Chuck's going to have us do a new practice schedule or we're going to have a new lifting program or the training room is going to be different. They're going to give us different. I mean, nothing's going to change from last week to this week. The practices are going to be the same. The lifts are going to be the same. Everything's going to be the same, but the mentality of this team, and we got to get better. And we just got to work. You know what I mean? We got to get better. We got to work. And we got to know, we got to understand as a team that we got to execute our game plan because that's what allows us to win games. It's having a good week of practice and going out on Saturday and executing the game plan.
Thank you.
All right, our last question is going to be Chris Solari with the Detroit Free Press.
Antjuan, you obviously have had an up and down start to the season from an emotional standpoint. One, how does having already bounced back from a tough loss help this team going into next week? And two, how do you kind of ride that wave out to get stability at this point?
Well, one, we have responded before. We have a tough team. We have tough guys. You know what I mean? This team wants to get better. We want to improve. We love everything we're doing right now, as far as the coaches, strength program, trainers, everything, dietitian, all of that. You know what I mean? We're responding to them. You know what I mean? When they ask us to do something, this team responds, and that's what we do. You know what I mean? As leaders, me, Rocky, everybody. You know what I mean? We're going to make it a priority to have this team ready to go Saturday and from here on out, because we can't be up and down, up and down, up and down. That's not how you win games. That's not how you become a good team. That's not how you become a good program. And this program is on its way up. You know, that's the goal. That's always been the goal, is to improve every week, and that's what we will do.
All right, Antjuan, thank you.